Taking vitamin D3, K2, and magnesium, pay attention to these 6 warning signs that you're harming your body. Hey everyone, if you're taking vitamin D3, K2, and magnesium, you're probably trying to boost your overall health. And that's great, because this trio is one of the most powerful combinations you can take, supporting everything from heart health and bone strength to energy levels and mental clarity. But here's the catch. Get this combination wrong and you might actually be doing more harm than good. Millions are making these same mistakes every day without even realizing it, potentially putting their heart, brain, and overall health at risk. In this video, I'll walk you through 6 critical warning signs that you might be combining vitamin D3, K2, and magnesium the wrong way. Trust me, you don't want to miss this, because getting this right could be a game changer for your health. Let's dive in. 1. Persistent muscle spasms and twitches. Let's talk about those annoying muscle spasms, leg cramps, or those little eye twitches that just won't quit. If you've recently started taking vitamin D3, K2, and magnesium, and you're still dealing with these, don't brush it off. It might seem harmless at first, but if these symptoms stick around for more than a couple of weeks, it's a pretty clear signal that something's off. This often means you're not getting enough magnesium even if you're taking a supplement. And here's the thing, not all magnesium supplements are created equal. Many cheaper brands use forms like magnesium oxide or magnesium citrate. While these are common, they're not great for absorption. In fact, magnesium oxide only has about a 4% absorption rate, meaning most of it just passes right through your system without doing much good. And even though magnesium citrate is a bit better, it can still irritate your gut if you take too much. What you really want is a form that your body can actually absorb and use efficiently, like magnesium glycinate, malate, or threonate. These types are known for their high bioavailability, which means your body can actually put them to work where it matters, like calming those muscle nerves and reducing those annoying spasms. For most people, that means around 300 to 400 mgs of high-quality magnesium a day. But that's just part of the equation. You also need to make sure you're getting the right amount of vitamin D3 and K2 to help your body handle all that calcium you're releasing. Vitamin D3, ideally around 4,000 IU per day, helps your gut absorb calcium from your diet, but without enough vitamin K2, at least 40 to 80 mix in the MK7 form, that calcium can end up in the wrong places, like your arteries or joints, instead of in your bones where it belongs. That's where the trouble starts. Vitamin K2 acts like a traffic cop, directing calcium out of your soft tissues and into your bones, where it can actually strengthen them. Without it, you could be setting yourself up for a whole different set of problems, like stiff joints or even heart issues down the line. So if you're still dealing with those annoying twitches or muscle cramps despite sticking to your supplement routine, it might be time to double-check the type of magnesium you're taking and make sure you're not skimping on your D3 and K2. It's a small tweak that can make a huge difference in how your body feels every day. 2. Anxiety or restlessness. Let's talk about that jittery, restless feeling that can sneak up on you. Even if you're taking what should be a common combo like vitamin D3, K2, and magnesium, if you're still feeling anxious, on edge, or just a bit too wired, it could be a sign that your magnesium isn't getting absorbed properly. This is a pretty common issue, and it often comes down to the form of magnesium you're taking. Cheaper forms like magnesium oxide are notoriously hard for your body to absorb. In fact, only about 4% actually makes it into your bloodstream, which means most of it just passes right through you. So even if you're technically getting your magnesium, your cells might still be starved for this critical nutrient, leaving your nervous system on high alert. But it's not just about the form. If you have any kind of gut issues, like IBS, leaky gut, or even just chronic bloating, that can also mess with your magnesium absorption, making it even harder for your body to get what it needs. That's why it's a good idea to go for more absorbable forms, like magnesium glycinate, malate, or threonate, which are much easier on your gut and more effectively absorbed by your cells. Another thing to keep in mind is the dose. A lot of people don't take enough magnesium, sticking to just 100 or 200 milligrams a day, when the average adult actually needs more like 300 to 400 milligrams of elemental magnesium. That word is important because some forms, like magnesium glycinate, have less elemental magnesium per dose but are much better absorbed. But going too far in the other direction can also cause problems. If you're consistently taking more than 500 milligrams a day, that can actually irritate your nervous system, especially if your kidneys aren't clearing it properly, leading to that jittery, wired feeling. And it's not just about magnesium. If you're taking a lot of vitamin D3 without enough K2 or magnesium to balance it, that can also crank up your anxiety. High doses of vitamin D3 can increase calcium levels in your blood, which sounds good, but without enough K2 to direct that calcium into your bones, it can end up in your arteries or even in your brain, overstimulating your nerves. Plus, low levels of other key nutrients like potassium, B vitamins, and omega-3s can make this problem even worse, as all of these play a critical role in calming your nervous system. So if you're still dealing with restlessness or anxiety despite your supplement routine, it might be time to rethink your magnesium type, double-check your doses, and make sure you're not missing those other important nutrients. It's a small tweak that can make a big difference in how you feel. 3. High blood pressure. And let's talk about a surprising red flag: rising blood pressure, even if you're taking heart-healthy supplements like vitamin D3, K2, and magnesium. If this sounds familiar, it's a sign your body might not be absorbing magnesium properly. Magnesium is crucial for relaxing the smooth muscles around your blood vessels, which helps keep them flexible and open. But if you're using a form like magnesium oxide or citrate, your body might only absorb a small fraction. In the case of magnesium oxide, just about 4%, while the rest can sit in your gut, possibly causing discomfort without actually supporting your heart health. That's why forms like magnesium glycinate, malate, or threonate are often recommended, as they're much easier for your body to absorb and use effectively. But it's not just about magnesium. If you're taking high doses of vitamin D3 without enough K2, this can also raise your blood pressure over time. Here's why. Vitamin D3 helps your body absorb calcium, but without enough K2 to direct that calcium into your bones, it can end up in your arteries, making them stiff and less flexible. This forces your heart to work harder to push blood through, raising your blood pressure. That's why it's smart to pair your vitamin D3 around 4,000 IU per day with at least 40 to 80 mKs of vitamin K2, ideally in the MK7 form, which your body can absorb better and keep in your system longer than the MK4 form. And don't overlook potassium. This mineral plays a crucial role in blood pressure control by balancing out sodium's effects and helping your blood vessels relax. If you're not getting enough potassium, which can happen if your diet lacks fresh fruits and vegetables or if you're sweating a lot without replacing those lost electrolytes, even the best magnesium might not fully do its job. So, if your numbers are creeping up despite your supplement routine, it might be time to rethink your magnesium form, check your K2 intake, and make sure you're not missing out on potassium. Small adjustments like these can make a big difference for your heart and overall health. If you're finding this helpful so far, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you won't miss any of our future tips for staying healthy and strong. And if you have any questions or there's something you're dealing with, drop a comment below. We're here to help and would love to hear from you. Or feeling fatigued or sluggish. If you're waking up feeling sluggish or dragging through your day despite taking vitamin D3, K2, and magnesium, it could be a sign that something's off with your supplement routine. One common mistake is using the wrong form of magnesium. Not all types of magnesium work the same way. For example, magnesium glycinate is known for its calming effects, making it great for reducing stress and supporting better sleep. But if your goal is more daytime energy, this might not be the best choice. Instead, forms like magnesium malate or magnesium citrate are more energizing, as they help your cells produce more energy. But there's a catch. If you take these too late in the day, they can disrupt your sleep, making you feel even more drained the next morning. Another possible issue is taking too much magnesium. While it's great for muscle relaxation, overdoing it can leave you feeling weak and sluggish. This is because magnesium acts as a natural muscle relaxant, and too much can slow down muscle contractions, leading to that heavy, low-energy feeling. Most adults should aim for around 300 to 400 milligrams of magnesium per day, but it's important to pick the right form based on your needs and lifestyle. Low blood pressure can also be a factor. Magnesium naturally helps relax your blood vessels, which can lower blood pressure. That's great for your heart, but if your pressure drops too low, it can leave you feeling lightheaded and tired. Dehydration makes this worse, so it's essential to drink enough water, especially if you're active or live in a hot climate. Finally, don't forget about your electrolytes. If your potassium and sodium levels are out of balance, your muscles and nerves won't function properly, making you feel even more fatigued. This can happen if you sweat a lot, follow a low-salt diet, or just don't eat enough potassium-rich foods like bananas, avocados, and leafy greens. So if you're feeling more sluggish than supercharged, it might be time to rethink the type and timing of your magnesium, keep an eye on your hydration, and make sure you're getting enough electrolytes. Small tweaks like these can make a big difference in your energy levels. 5. Increased night urination. If you've noticed that you're waking up more often during the night to use the bathroom, this could be a sign that something's off with your supplement routine. A common cause could be taking too much magnesium, especially if you're using certain forms like magnesium citrate or magnesium oxide. These forms can act as diuretics, meaning they make your body flush out more fluids. This can lead to an increase in urination, particularly at night when your body is trying to rest and recharge. But it's not just about magnesium. Another potential cause is an unbalanced ratio between calcium and magnesium. Magnesium works in harmony with calcium in your body, helping to keep your muscles relaxed and your nerves functioning properly. However, when this balance is disrupted, especially if you're taking too much magnesium or not enough calcium, it can have a negative effect. If your body is flooded with magnesium but lacks adequate calcium, your kidneys might work overtime trying to filter excess minerals out of your bloodstream, which can lead to more frequent trips to the bathroom. Another key factor here is the role of vitamin D3. High doses of vitamin D3 without enough vitamin K2 and magnesium can cause excess calcium to build up in the blood, which places additional strain on your kidneys. Your kidneys may then need to filter out this excess calcium, leading to increased urination at night. It's important to make sure your vitamin D3 is always paired with adequate magnesium and vitamin K2 to prevent this issue. This increased nighttime urination can disrupt your sleep, leaving you feeling more tired and drained the next day. If you've recently started taking vitamin D3, K2, and magnesium supplements and noticed this change, it's important to check the dosages and forms you're using to ensure everything is properly balanced. Adjusting your supplement routine can help restore that balance and give you the restful sleep you need without frequent interruptions. If this is something you're experiencing, don't ignore it. Take a step back, evaluate your magnesium and calcium intake, and consider lowering your doses or switching to better absorbed forms of magnesium, such as magnesium glycinate, to prevent these unwanted side effects. By making small changes and fine-tuning your supplements, you can get back to a more comfortable, restful night's sleep. 6. No noticeable results. If you've been taking vitamin D3, K2, and magnesium for a while, but haven't noticed any improvements in your health, it's important to pay attention to this. Supplements can be helpful, but they only work if your body absorbs and uses them properly. If you're not seeing results, the issue may lie in poor absorption, low dosages, or low-quality supplements. One common issue is poor absorption. Vitamin D3, for instance, needs healthy fats to be absorbed effectively. If you're not taking it with a meal that includes fat, like avocado or olive oil, your body might not fully absorb it, which means you're not getting the full benefit. Without these healthy fats, vitamin D3 may just pass through your system without being absorbed. Another factor could be the quality of your supplements. Low-quality supplements often contain fillers like titanium dioxide or microcrystalline cellulose. These additives can interfere with the absorption of the active ingredients. If you're using supplements with these fillers, your body might not break them down properly, making them ineffective. Choosing high-quality supplements without these fillers can make a big difference in how well your body absorbs the nutrients. Gut health also plays a critical role in nutrient absorption. If you have gut issues such as bloating, IBS, or indigestion, your body may struggle to absorb the nutrients from your supplements. Medications can also affect absorption, especially antacids and other drugs that reduce stomach acid, as this can prevent the breakdown of supplements. Lastly, chronic stress can impact both your digestion and absorption abilities, making it harder for your body to utilize the nutrients you're taking. Taking the right steps to optimize your body's ability to absorb nutrients will ensure that the supplements work as intended, helping you achieve the results you're hoping for. Your overall health and digestion play a huge role in whether supplements will be effective, so it's essential to address any underlying issues for the best results. If you've noticed any of these warning signs, it might be a good idea to take a closer look at your supplement routine. Make sure you're choosing high-quality forms, balancing your dosages, and avoiding cheap fillers that can block absorption. Also, consider supporting your gut health and managing stress to improve how your body uses these nutrients. And of course, always check with a healthcare professional before making major changes to your supplement plan, especially if you have underlying health conditions. And if you're curious about other common supplement mistakes, check out our next video here.
Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. Your health matters, and I'm glad you're here on this journey with us. If you found this information helpful, please give it a like, share it with someone who might benefit, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you never miss out on new tips and advice for better health. Let me know your thoughts or questions in the comments below. See you in the next video.